Hello, Coach Magazine Global Readers, and we are here with another guest for our 5 o'clock tea talk. Today, my guest is from Northern Westfalen, Germany. She is a mindset coach, transformative life coach, speed coach, holistic coach. As most of us coaches, she is coming from a business background, graduated from business economics, and since last year, 2022, she has become a coach and pursue a professional career in coaching. Welcome, Kathrin Brucksch. How are you?
Thank you for having me. I'm fine, pretty fine. It's a little bit hot here now, getting into summer season, but yeah, I feel pretty honored to be your guest today. Thanks.
Thank you. And also, it's a coincidence. I didn't know that last weekend was your birthday. Happy birthday to you. I think I understand wrong from Instagram account with the I thought it was your birthday. Maybe
No,
not.
it was not my birthday, but nevertheless, I keep it.
Okay.
It needs a little bit more time until October. It's my birthday.
Okay, okay. I thought it's
You
like a
know,
birthday celebration.
you
Sorry,
know,
my bad.
we can always celebrate life, so
Yes,
that's
yes.
fine.
I like the content. It was really nice, and I will have a question about that later on. But I'm starting with my first question now. How did you become a coach? As I'm asking all my guests, what was your first encounter with coaching?
Yeah, to be honest, my first encounter was, I think, in my young 20s, something like that. I was mostly interested for a long period for this modern spiritual astrological things and topics. So, yeah, I started reading books, and then I also went to this online group coaching sessions and had also one-to-one sessions. And of course, during my business professional years in the retail management sector, I was also going to several business coaches and coachings and team buildings and so on. So I think this was nearly my first encounter with coaching. The decision for myself to become a coach mainly appeared, I don't know, some people might experience the same during the Corona period crisis. So I was knowing that there was something inside of me, this like, this can't be everything. There must be maybe something more. And then yeah, it was also that people often came to me and asked me for advice. And yeah, due to that, I can really say feel people due to my intuition. Yeah, I really have a love for humans and for their inner journeys as well. So that's why I decided, okay, I will do this coaching qualification. And this journey started 2021, and I ended up last year and started my self-employment with yeah, simple soul living. That's yeah, the thing that is happening now since last year.
You have a quite similar path with me. I'm also an economics major. I
Mhm.
worked for a bank. I don't want it to be about me. I like to promote my guests here, but I find that similarities. That's why I'm talking here. After 7 years working in the bank, also my colleagues was asking too many questions about my insights about their life, relationships, anything you can think of, and I was always happy to help them answer their questions according to my experiences and knowledge, of
Mm.
course. And I didn't even know what life coaching was back then, even if it existed. And
Same here.
after COVID also, well, I got my certification before the COVID in 2019, but in COVID time, I was like, what am I gonna do with all these knowledge? I have to start sharing this with all the people. And I started my coaching program after COVID. Like you said, it's amazing to help people in their life journey.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
This brings me to my second question. Tell me a bit about more your coaching style. What did you choose? And why did you choose your coaching style as whatever it is?
Okay, sure. So, to be honest, most of the people I know or I knew before started this like called system coaching. But for me, the interest for my coaching qualification was always that they told they will make the integral aspect. So what does that mean, or what does it differs to the system coaching? For me, it was always important to see the human or the coachee that will come to me as a whole, as really as a wonder. And we as persons have different needs, different stages, and so on, and aspects in living, and we live in different systems. That could be relationship, love relationships, that could be job, professional relationships. So I think the whole life, every day, is with relationships, so on. And sometimes that people do not really know what their deep real topic is when they come to a coach. For me, let's give you an example. Like if Lisa is coming to me and she's coming with the aspect that she wants to get maybe a new job, or that she feels that there's something wrong and she wants to change it. It might be that we then should go for a deep dive, and it's about, for example, a questionnaire where I get insights from different areas of her life. And then it might be that um, on an external aspect, Lisa is thinking that she wants to switch or change her job, but nevertheless, might be that we should start to work with her self awareness, self love, and so on. So maybe this gives a little bit more this integral aspect, like looking into different stages and areas of their life. Yeah, that's mainly the aspect I would think it's, yeah, the for me the most necessary important aspect I wanted to coach, like for this integral, yeah, content. Hmm.
Yeah, so that brings us to transformative coaching, right?
Yeah,
That's
that's the thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
and mindset also. It is amazing how Carol Dweck bring up this fixed mindset,
Yeah.
growing mindset approach to
Mhm.
us,
Yeah.
introduce this concept to us, and then a lot of other coaches started to, find their own ways of approaching to the mindset. I had another coach um, guest earlier, and she was talking about generative mindset. This is also
Mhm.
different type of thing. I love it. It's very amazing, really.
Yeah, and to say it's like that my mentor, my coach, um, is always saying walk you talk. So that's also a thing that a really, yeah, really important aspect to myself when I choose who I want to go with, making this coaching qualification for me. So yeah.
Yes, yes. And from my introduction about birthdays and social media, my next questions is from here. You said earlier in our conversation you want to appear genuinely in social media. So would
Mhm.
you please tell me or our readers, our watchers, why you think this is so important?
Mhm. To be honest, I think without social media nowadays, that makes no sense at all for me. But nevertheless, the market has changed, and it always will for sure. But currently, I think people are not searching a coach. I think they search for answers. And I think building this relationship, making them feel seen, them feel understood, and also, yeah, getting my trust. So build the trust between my audience and me, so that they see I'm trustful, I'm responsible. So I think this is, for my opinion, I can only work when I'm real, when I'm authentic, when I am Kathrin, So even, of course, I have also different aspects. Yeah, I can be the Kathrin, I can be your friend, I can be the partner, I can be the wife, and of course, I'm Kathrin, the coach, and this differs, of course, and the profession will always be there. But nevertheless, when I speak, for example, in Instagram stories or making posts or something like this, then I always want to be this authentic person they can trust, so that I'm not telling them any story, or you can become this, and you have to do that, and that's the only way it works. No, it's just that they know I experience things or topics or, yeah, stories as well. And it's a little bit like the storytelling.
Yeah, but sharing what worked for us is much more important than being there as a coach. Like, I do
Mhm,
this, I know this, you can do this too. No, okay, this worked for me, and I did how I explain it how I did. Then
mhm,
you might find it interested for you, and you can come too. I like the example that you talked about your hairdresser friend, how he or she became
mhm.
popular about this. Would you like to tell about it? Maybe it could be an inspiration for others too.
Yeah. So it was my friend has her own hairdresser salon and in Hamburg. And so her boyfriend was not a professional hairdresser so far, but they decided both as a couple to do this together as their new profession. And he started to yeah, go to YouTube, watching tutorials, and tried the first cuts, so to say, so fades. He's just working with this machine, not with the scissors. And he tried, of course, with his friends and made it a little bit special from the price, and told them, I can't talk to you during I do this because then I make mistakes. Yeah, and he tried and tried and tried again over months, weeks, years. And now, since I think, yeah, 3 years now, he's doing really, really good. And he also uses social media, his Instagram channel, and also tagged some of, yeah, some well-known German rap people. And now he's doing like the VIP fades for this guy. So in Berlin, this is really crazy. And then, of course, he can be proud of himself. And we are also, because it's really a cool, nice story to see if you're working towards something and you have this, it's from your soul, you know what I mean? It's not like it's in my head, I want to be the hair fade cutter from this person once. Maybe it could be a vision that you have, but nevertheless it's hard work, and it's always like failures, and do it again and try it again. And this is really a cool story, I think, when you believe in yourself and you have the right people beside you that are supporting you. And then I think it will work out. And this is also cool because now the social media is working even better. Of course, more followers due to the celebrity persons, nevertheless. And so other cooperations are starting now, and that's really cool to see.
Yeah, when I started my own coaching journey on Instagram, I was always thinking, oh, this helped me so much. I might write about this and it would help others too. And when I don't get enough reaction as I had the inspiration
Mhm.
from it, I felt so sorry about, okay, I spent so many times and it didn't, reach out so many people. And I was like, going down a little bit. Then my friends, my husband was encouraging me, please don't, feel that way because you are sharing a very difficult topic. Actually, people don't want to look in inner journeys. They don't want to look in the mirror. They would like to talk about others, all this kind of stuff. But what you do, you like to do. So continue to do it. One day it will find its audience. And I read about this another coach from Turkey, and he said for 3 years he constantly, like almost every day, shared something, and nobody was recognizing him. But after 3 years, it started to become larger, and now he is doing the dream job of himself. And I'm like, okay, then this is the way we have to go constantly
Yes.
without giving up and being genuine, authentic, continue whatever we think it is, useful, and whatever we think it is worth to share on this social media, then
Yeah.
it will find its audience
Yeah.
finally.
Yeah, that's true. It's like really, as you said, it's keeping the momentum, and don't um overthink. There are sometimes, as you mentioned now, we may be as experienced coaches, professionals, and already went through something. People, we often think that, ah, that's not necessary to share. Ah, that is so easy. I think everyone needs to know, or why should I post this or this or this? But as you said, most of the time I experienced feedbacks also from friends and family, that they say, "Oh wow, Kathrin, this one sentence from today, this one daily quotation was that I need to hear." And as long as I said to you last time, as long as there's one person we can reach with this, then we're doing right.
Yes, that gives me goosebumps, really.
It's a little bit of warm, fuzzy feeling here.
Yes,
So,
thank you. Yeah, not in a bad way, exactly, a warm way. And my next question's coming. You are helping individuals to find happiness inside, break the old patterns, and find their answers. How does it feel for you to guide individuals in their inner journey, and what does it spark in you?
now I get the goosebumps, because this is, yeah, to be honest, this is really that what is sparking me. It really makes me feel grateful and also humbled from time to time, I think. And it's really a pure joy for me to guide people. And it's also this word, it's like being a guide. It's like a light in the air of their own darkness, because they come in different stages with different aspects. But it's really a wonderful feeling to be, or to have this role, to be their guide, to be their coach. And the best is that I think I can enhance my coaches then during the process, to see their own inner light again, or that they feel their inner power. So I really believe that, mm, making them confident that they have all they need always inside of them, that the things are always there. And just sometimes it's hidden somewhere. It's like unfolding a package or a present, and as you said, old patterns, imprintings, etc., all these things holding these people mostly back from their given potential. It's always there, and I think it's your right. Really, you have the right to be happy, to give love, to receive love. So this is always what I hope I live it, and I hope I bring it out, and can create this with my coaches as well. And during each session, this is always a process. During sessions, might be 3 sessions, 6 sessions, whatever. It's really a process, a guidance, a tour, really a tour through their topics. And I feel that it makes me happy when I see this moments, or that they maybe they came with an empty or sad face, with totally empty eyes. And during this process, when you see, and or I can see and I can feel that there changes something during the session, and then maybe they try different opportunities that I give to them, and said, okay, next time we will meet each other, and then we can talk about how was your experience, how did you make this small things that I gave to you, maybe, I don't know, just a small exercise, or great a journey, a journal, whatever it might be. And then, seeing them smile and saying, wow, Kathrin, there was something different within the last 2 weeks, or however the session was ago. And I was like, that makes me really proud, but more not proud of myself as being their coach, more proud of themselves, that they really experience and know, wow, I got it. I have it in myself here in my inner field. And now I can bring it up. And as I said, unfolding the present. Mhm.
Yeah, it feels very good when it resonates, whatever your work is with them, and when it sparks, ignites something in them. As you said, when they come with empty eyes or sad eyes and become a more joyful, enthusiastic people. Yeah, and sometimes as coaches, we should acknowledge ourselves too. Like you said, I'm not proud of my stuff. You should be proud of yourself too,
You're
because
right.
sometimes,
Always celebrate successes. That's
yeah.
also important.
So we don't recognize the things that we really do. Yesterday, I had a last session with a university student. I'm doing mentoring with her also, and she told me how I instilled these things in her. And in a way, she told about the tools. I was like, then it is really helpful. Okay. I thought I'm doing something okay out of passion and using the tools, but realizing it with a different eye makes you feel acknowledge yourself. Yes, it works, and we can
Mhm.
continue to do this. And of course, with every coachee, we learn something new, and I can feel myself that I can do this until I die. And every time I will get new experiences,
Yeah.
good experiences, hopefully.
Yeah.
But sometimes when you see it doesn't work with the coachee, it makes you sad also. It doesn't mean you have to bring the inner journey out for everyone,
Mhm.
but you use these tools and you want to do it for everyone. But when you see that person is not ready yet, it makes a little bit sadness for the coach, but it's not right time for them probably. That's why
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
continue with work.
Totally agree. And I think that's also really from my perspective, it's a really important and I believe sometimes an underestimated point that you as a coach should really be, yeah, it's also for me being trustful, also to decide that if the coachee is not ready or that you feel that the system is closed of this person, that it doesn't make sense to coach or the person is really not, yeah, able or really not willing. Because I always say, of course I am your coach, but mentioned before, I see myself a little bit more as a guide. It's that you have to do the work. You have to do it by your own. It's yeah, you have to go step by step. That's the point, the thing, what is really necessary. But being able to say no, I won't coach you, or I see that it's not the right time, it's for me really a perfect aspect of a really professional coach, in my opinion.
I agree. And this brings us to our next question. What
Mhm.
are a few things about living according to one's values and with integrity?
Phew, I think then we can talk for hours now if we start with this. But from a perspective to say, I think living according to your values and with integrity is a really important aspect of personal growth, I believe, and also of your own fulfillment, to speak so. Some points I want to give here is, for me, it's self-awareness. You need to know, and maybe also to understand your needs first. And if you know this, then you can go to the next step and get into your values, into your beliefs, and so on. Another aspect is also consistency, I believe, aligning your actions with your values. That's what I said before. Walk your talk. It's not it's not good when you say, okay, my value is freedom, and then you're not living this freedom. Then it doesn't make sense. It's also to be honest and transparent, because if you're going outside and inform your your interactions to your people that you're living with and communicate this also to be, yeah, I think open and really truthfully and with respect, then I think that is an important aspect of living to your values. um, Having respect for others is also a thing. It might be that some people might have another different opinion and yeah, another perspective, but that's okay, isn't it? As so it can't it's the same with the two of us. Might be that we'd have different opinions on a topic, but nevertheless that's fine. So I can't say no. I don't like Seda. She's not my opinion, so that's fine. And it could also be, and I really experienced myself, it's setting boundaries, I think. You have to have a look that it might require that you're setting boundaries with people, with situations, activities, whatever it might be. But it's fair enough. I think yeah, that's also a step within the personal growth journey. And I think it's also lifelong learning. It won't stop, as you said. We can do it until we die because we really love it. But nevertheless, we also need to keep going to stick to our values, to our needs, to our beliefs. If I would be a good coach, a professional coach during the next years, then I need to learn, I need to develop myself, I need to reflect myself, also very, very important thing. Because you notice your own picture and the picture from the outer world, and then sometimes you really need to check up if it's the same, if there are blind spots or something like that.
Yeah.
Also make this round and double check again if you need to also, yeah, maybe do something different as before. Yeah,
Yes.
these are some of the most important aspects from my perspective.
Yeah, I agree, especially with the boundaries. Most
Hmm.
of us, most of the people on earth, I believe, doesn't know their boundaries, and they easily get into trap with being crossed their boundaries and suffer from that. Doesn't even know why they are suffering. And once they recognize, acknowledge, and be aware of their boundaries after they set their values, of course, then life, it's a change life game changer for me.
Mhm.
I think it's I was a person who doesn't have very much boundaries with people. I was always inviting everybody come to my garden. Then, oh, this is not according to my, I didn't know the back then the values. This is not according to me. Oh, it's not good for me. Put it back outside of my garden, which is a very huge one. After I learned this, I'm like, yeah, I need a garden with fences. There should be a door, and I have to show them the door to enter and go out. This should be the way. It really illustrates it all, and very useful for self compassion, self worth also. With the boundaries, if you don't give a word to yourself, nobody will give to you. So if you, even you are a person, you are not giving yourself a word, and always others comes first. When you started at one point, the other people recognize it, and now, oh, this person doesn't let me to cross the boundaries, and they back up. They don't even, some people might try to do as always they do, but when you keep your fences up, they would not come further anymore, and it is good for our mental health, of course.
Definitely, definitely. And really, I really like your picture with the fences and the door and the garden. And yeah, that's really a thing that you can, yeah, also this professional view from a coach. It's really for me, with your offers, products, whatever you doing. It's like building a city, that your potential customers, coaches can see, is the city really one for me? Do I feel comfortable there? Where are my ways through this city? And that they really feel, yeah, welcomed there. That's really, really good picture.
Yes. And
Yeah.
our last question is, what is your message to our audience?
Ooh. Yeah, that there could also be many, I think. But yeah, I think in the core, I will say, don't wait. Don't wait until tomorrow. Don't wait until next time. And please take ownership of your life and just get started. It's baby steps, step by step, but towards the life you really want to live. And it's like being the captain of your own life, and connect with the right people that will really like to see you grow. And yeah, I think let always love be the ruler in your life.
Oh, that was so nice. Thank you so much. Thank you
You.
for being here, being my guest. I would like to have you sometime later if you would like to be with us again. And for our audience, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel for seeing another guest next time, which will we have 2 weeks, and we will show you the advertisements on our Instagram and LinkedIn account. Follow us from LinkedIn and Instagram. And please subscribe to the Coach Magazine Global magazine. Also, from there, you can find our issues. Already published 3 of them. You can find so many insightful articles and interviews around coaching. Thank you so much for watching.